the dragon when I need them for heating the egg.
As always, thank you to GoodGuy140 for making this mod and making this challenge possible. The mod will be in the description if you'd like to use it for yourself. Alright, so I recently beat the Gorod Krovi Easter egg on 1 HP, and overall I think it was a lot harder than the Zetsuba no Shima Easter egg, which I did a couple weeks back. Now, I'm not the first person that has done this before, as No Thumb's crew has beaten this way before this video. I want to give him some recognition as he inspired me to do this challenge, but making it a little harder for myself. I will be putting his 1 HP video in the description for you guys to check out as well. In his video, he uses mega gobblegums such as Perkaholic, Idolize, Shopping Free, Undead Men Walking, and Raindrops. I am planning on just using classic gobblegums, which in my game I am using In Plain Sight, Anywhere But Here, Alchemical Antithesis, Swordplay, and Danger Closest. Most of these gobblegums I will not be even using throughout this whole game. So, into the game. The first 2 rounds were just getting enough points to open up towards the department store. I had Swordplay as my first gobblegum, so it helped me get those extra points from knifing rather than shooting my RK5 at zombies' heads. Once round 3 hit, I opened the door into the department store and opened the door towards Juggernog. I got my first shield piece, which was on the truck door, and got In Plain Sight, which is the best gobblegum to use for a challenge like this. On round 3, I was maximizing getting as many points as possible by shooting my RK5 at a zombie's body and then knifing them. Once I got 2,250 points, I opened up the first door towards the armory to go and get my second shield piece, which was on the same floor as the mystery box. I opened the next door leading towards power, shot the Gersh trophy, and turned on power. When all that was done, I went back to pick up my first trophy and went to the infirmary to get my last shield piece. Now I killed a couple zombies until I got the Dragon Command code cylinder so that I could start up by getting the 3 parts to ride the dragon. I placed it right in the machine in Dragon Command and had the growth module go to the top floor of the infirmary. Once I completed that, I picked up the part inside. That was the same process with putting the code cylinders in the supply depot and the tank factory, in which I completed all the growth modules by round 5. Next was putting the parts on so that I can ride the dragon and go and get quick arrive. I went back to Dragon Command to call the dragon and rode it to the hatchery so I could pick up the egg. Now, for some odd reason, if you go in a sewer tunnel and you do not have Quick Revive, your game would end, so that is why Quick Revive is essential in doing this challenge. It is kind of fascinating when I am doing this challenge what actually counts as damage, and I guess you take a little damage while you are going back to spawn. So once I got back, I placed the egg over by Dragon Command so that I can wait for the dragon to heat the egg. Then I had to wait a full round so that I could pick it up again. Now on round 7, I got the dragon egg. I had to do specific challenges to complete the dragon egg. First was napalm kills, which I did by hoarding a bunch of zombies by the tank factory and letting them be on fire. I also got my Valkyrie trophy while I was by the tank factory. So still on round 7, I kept one zombie to try to spin for the Reagan Mark III, but was not getting it after a good amount of spins, so I went to go and get double tap so that I can do the lockdown more easily at the hatchery. When I did the lockdown, I was going for my collaterals with the Draken, which was really helpful for the lockdown, and melee kills with the shield so that I can incubate the egg right after the lockdown. I also managed to get the lockdown trophy from the toilet from shooting the lever from the sewer from before while doing the first lockdown. After getting the Dragon Strike and doing the lockdown for the incubation, it was time to do the valve step. Now I have no idea how the hell to even do this step, so I just go on the Chronorium website and it gives me the answer for me. So I had the code cylinder at the department store and I had the green light by the tank factory. So when I put them in the website, I got these numbers that I had to go and switch them to. So tank factory was 1, infirmary was 3, Dragon Command was 1, Armory was 3, and Supply Depot was 2. So now once I got the code cylinder in department, I put it in Sophia to input Kronos, and now it's just collecting the rest of the trophies. I got the bomb trophy right after inputting the code, and waited until my incubation was done. The incubation finished on round 9, so I went back to the hatchery to get the egg. I was able to get my specialist when I went back to spawn again. With the specialist, I could get the growth module trophy from the safe. Now, the last trophy was the Mangler trophy, which is easy to get by just turning on the trap in Supply Depot and picking it up under the debris. Now I could place the trophies and start on my 6 challenges. For my first challenge, I got probably the easiest challenge of the 6, which is the growth module one at the tank factory. Not the most ideal place for the growth module, since it's a little worrying going down from the top at the tank factory, but once I did that growth module, I picked up the cargo and gave it to Sophia, and that was my first trial done. I also had a fire sale while I put the cargo in Sophia, so I hit the box and finally got the Ray Gun Mark III, which will be a lot helpful for other challenges and the boss fight. I wanted to upgrade my ray gun Mark III, so I played rounds 10 and 11 and saved a zombie on round 12 and went to the hatchery to pack punch them. Now the trials could be a little easier with more ammo in my ray gun. My second challenge I got was the Mangler challenge, which is also very easy. I ran over towards Tank Factory first and I found him, so I carefully shot his shoulder with the Draken and ran him all the way back to Dragon Command. Shout out to the Draken for being the most helpful weapon that is not the wonder weapon. My third trial was the bomb challenge, and every time I do this challenge, I feel like I lose a year of my life due to the stress of going all around the map to hit those bombs. This one was pretty good because I got Tank Factory last, which is a pain going back down from there with 1 HP like I said with the growth module challenge. My order was Supply Depot, Dragon Command, Armory, Department Store, Infirmary, and Tank Factory, and that was done. I was able to finally breathe normally. So now I made the decision to play out round 14 so that I can get Speed Cola, which will be helpful for the next 2 challenges. My fourth challenge was the Valkyrie challenge, and this challenge sucks a lot. I've had most of my attempts end because of this little shit. So when I started escorting the Valkyrie, I took it down because I was not able to see what was going on from the smoke that the Valkyrie leaves behind. After that down, the rest of the path was very stressful, but the left ability of the Ray Gun Mark III helped a lot with slowing down the zombies as well as the in plain sight. Once I brought the Valkyrie to the stairs, I shot it and was done with that challenge. Now only 2 left that are fairly easy. So the Gersh challenge was the last challenge before the lockdown, and this was easy. Before I started the challenge, I wanted to get all my perks back, so I played a full round so I can get Quick Revive, Speed Cola, and Double Tap back. Once I got those, I started the Gersh challenge and found Gersh immediately in the infirmary, so I just had to wait for him to stop blabbing about him meeting the Ultimus versions of the characters and keep shooting him. Eventually he goes back to Dragon Command and gets, well, tortured. But this was also a great time to get my last perk, Stamina Up. Lastly, it's the Lockdown Challenge, which basically consisted of me killing all but 1 Mangler, shooting their arm cannon off, and circling around the area with them. Once that was done, I brought the keycard back to Sophia, and now I'm done with all the challenges. Sophia then gives us the power cores, we bring them straight to Nikolai at spawn, and now I can go into the boss fight whenever. I had to do a little preparation first, so I played a few rounds so that I could replace my Draken with an LMG and Pack-a-Punch it. In this game I got the BRM. Now it's boss fight time. This boss fight was tricky to find out what a good strategy to do for this dragon. I tried this boss fight around 5 or 6 times and I would always face an issue where I would take damage whenever the dragon lands. So I tried being in the trench when the dragon landed, and it turns out you won't go down if you're in the trench. I kept spamming the Ray Gun Mark III from both sides of the trench and waiting for Nikolai to shoot the dragon with his harpoon. When he does finally shoot, I quickly run out and shoot the area with the Ray Gun Mark III. I repeated this process for the other 2 phases, although the last one I was a little late so the dragon started breathing more fire. More fire is good to have since his other ability, where he shoots fireballs out, is very risky and could lead to me downing. But once I beat the dragon, now it's just Nikolai. Now this whole Nikolai boss fight is very anticlimactic, since all you have to do is just pop your in plain sight and shoot all the weak points. But that is the whole Easter egg right there. So yeah, that was the Gorod Krovi 1 HP, which I think was a good challenge to try. I believe the next map I'm going to do attempts for is either Shadows of Evil with 3 others, or Revelations by myself, so you can watch me do attempts through my Twitch streams. That will be in the description for you to check out. I try to stream every day. Other than that, I will have other socials down in the description so that you can be part of the community. Also, if you can like, comment, and subscribe, it would mean a lot to me since I'm putting a lot of effort in these videos for you guys. Other than that, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the future video. Bye!